It's your girl Leah, back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is just another foundation review Friday. Now I have it in this bag, although in the title you could see what foundation I'm reviewing today, but I had literally bought this foundation yesterday. This is going to be a first impressions on the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage Foundation. Now, if you're not familiar with my foundation review series, welcome. Smash the subscribe button, join the family. But typically, I don't do first impressions. I typically like to wear a foundation out for a while and come and tell you how it may work with different applicators, different primers, and all that over a course of a week, and show you overall my impressions of the foundation. But this foundation is a little unique. I just grabbed it yesterday and I was like, I need to film a video. I want to film a video on this because I've seen so many thumbnails, so many pictures of this foundation, so many people raving about it. Haven't actually clicked the videos to see if they're actually good, but it said wow in the thumbnail, so I thought, why not give it a try? Now, there are 40 shades of this full coverage foundation, and it will cost you $36 no matter where you buy it. Now, when I open up the box, this is what it is giving you. This is kind of the container of it. I saw the tester in stores, but I hadn't actually opened this one. It is 1 fluid ounce of product, so it gives you about the typical amount of foundation and product that you typically get with a normal product. On the back it says it's good for 24 months, so about 2 years you can keep this little tube. I am in the shade 3.35, medium dark, undertone is warm. Now I got it because that's the same shade I am in the regular Studio Skin, so I'm a big Smashbox lover. I love their primer water, and I really enjoyed this foundation as well. I believe I have my review up on that. If I do, I will link it up above. But I've had this foundation for a while, and I believe in the Smashbox brand. I typically am a neutral undertone. I typically tend to love or go for more sheer to medium coverage foundations, but I do like a full coverage. Sometimes you gotta take a beat photo, and full coverage comes in handy when you need to take a beat photograph. And I do have very dry skin, not just a normal level of skin. I believe I would classify myself as unusually dry. I do get very dry, even more so during the winter time, but I'm extremely dry in the summer too. You would think I would be sweating, things would come off. That's not kind of my dealio. So the perspective this video is going to come from is going to be from a dry skin perspective. Now, if you're not familiar again with my channel, I list every single shade I am in every single foundation that I have a review video on this channel for down below. So if I have a video for that foundation, the shade match is down below. So you guys, if you think we're foundation shade twinsies, or you're watching this video to try to figure out what foundation shades you may need, I list it down below for you guys if you want to compare other foundations that I have tried. So shade 3.35, there are 11 shades darker, so I'd say it's fairly good. Now I have a foundation review video coming up pretty soon, or a foundation that I'm going to try that has even more shades after. I believe it has 16 shades darker than what I am in that foundation, but nonetheless 11 shades darker than my shade. Now, what the site says about this foundation, it is a weightless 24-hour full coverage foundation with oil and shine control that is also waterproof, sweat resistant, and won't look cakey or cause blemishes. That's the one thing I hate, is cake. I'm going to put it to the test on the cakiness. Now, the sweat proof, waterproof situation, we'll see that as well. It's a pretty warm day for it to be September, and I know I have on long sleeves right now. It's pretty warm outside. It is full coverage, matte finish, liquid formulation. The skin type is normal, dry, combination oily. I hate when brands try to put everything together, because sometimes products aren't one size fits all, and that's okay. Some are more geared to oily, some are more geared to dry. Just pick a side. Don't try to be one size fits all. I find the products that work best for me are the ones who have a defined lane. They may work better for normal to dry skin. Now, we'll see if this product is actually, you know, amazing for all. But first, let's get into the application of it. Since this is my first time trying it, I'm going to try it with both a beauty sponge. Now, this is a Sonia Kashuk beauty sponge. I have been loving this sponge. This is it unwet, so you can see how it expands. This isn't a different size. This is literally it dry. This is it wet. So I'm going to use that on one side of my face, and I'm going to use the Sigma F82 kabuki brush. On the other side of my face, that's kind of my brush of choice. And I'm just going to apply the product on the back of this Bath & Body Works candle lid, because that's where I like to apply my makeup. I used to do the back of my hand, and then in the morning when you got to go to work, you always bump up against something. I realized this is the better option. So I'm going to just pour. I don't know how much is needed. A very little bit comes out. You guys can see. But I guess this is good for portion control. I'll do 3 kind of dabs to begin with. Very thick foundation, very different than the last foundation review video that I did recently on this channel, the Dior Face and Body. You guys know I had that. It was running down. I have this right now. It's not going nowhere. Nope. It's not going anywhere at all. To prime my face, I'm gonna go with Smashbox, and it's not because, you know, this is Smashbox foundation. If you watch any of my videos, this is the primer I like to use. I like to use primer water, but they do have a mattifying, they have a pore filling, they have several versions of their silicone or their non-water primer. So they have a long line of primers that are for dry skin, for hydrating, for controlling oils. They have several different versions of their primer, but I love a quick and easy primer water. So let me do the brush side first, and I'm gonna do the brush on this side. Wow, when I dipped it in there, it took up a lot of the product, so we'll see. Ooh, ooh. I knew it was full coverage. I knew it was full coverage. Let's see. Okay, okay. Okay, so you can already see the coverage. So I hope it's picking up on camera. I'm pretty sure it is picking up on camera. The coverage. See, this is it on my face. And it's full kind of coverage. This is my side of face without it. Whoa, the coverage. And I know it looks a little bit like yellowier on camera, but it doesn't look that way in real life. I think it's just the overexposure of the lighting in the room. But it looks very, very much so yellowier. So I have applied it all over my face. I definitely say right off bat, the thing I notice about it is I can definitely feel it on my face. Not too heavy, it's not super heavy, it's not cakey, but as comparable to the last foundation again that I tried, I'm going to reference the Dior Face and Body, that I couldn't really feel on my face. It felt like my skin felt like skin. This is going to be a totally opposite feeling. You're going to know you have foundation on. It's going to be pretty clear to you that you have foundation on your face. But let me get up in camera too so you guys can really see. There is some bunching kind of going on right here in my nose area, if you guys can see, but overall every place else I will apply the rest of my makeup and show you guys how it looks. Maybe it oxidizes down. We don't know how this foundation will perform, but you guys will see in a quick second. So now I am back after applying the rest of my face. I'm trying a new lip today. It's Anastasia Sepia, but the lip gloss version. I typically use the liquid lipstick in pretty much all my videos, but I have the liquid lip gloss on today, which I got. It's a little different. It's a little different. I'm not a gloss person, if you notice from my videos, so I typically keep it at a matte lip, but I digress. This is about the foundation. Now, this is what it looks like. I still feel it on my face, and again, you guys are probably like, it's full coverage. You're gonna feel it on your face. You know what you're getting yourself into. But again, I typically like a sheer to medium coverage, but I do like a good full coverage. And my full coverage of choice, if you guys don't know, is the Urban Decay All Nighter. That's probably my favorite full coverage foundation, followed by the Becca Ultimate Coverage, followed by the Revlon Colorstay. So those top 3 are my 3 always reach for when it's time to get a full coverage situation. Those are what I typically go for. Now we'll see if this foundation will join the pack, join the ranks, get in where it fits in. The thing about full coverage is typically it also goes in hand with being long wear. You know, all nighter is supposed to last all night, and this one claims to be 24 hours. We'll see about that. It is 10 a.m. I put this foundation on maybe about 9:30. We will see how this foundation holds up at the end of the day. So I'll wear it throughout the day. I have have a lot of errands to actually run, some things to get the apartment jazzed up. Gotta do those things today, and I will show you how it looks at the very end of the day, whether I think it's that waterproof, sweat resistant, all day wear that it claims to be. You guys will see that coming up right now. So now I am back. It is 6:52 p.m. almost 9 hours with this foundation. I know it's not the 24 hours that this foundation totes. I did not wear this foundation until tomorrow at 9 a.m. That's never going to be a part of my equation, but I did want to wear it for a full day before I lost natural sunlight. This is what the foundation looks like 9 hours deep. Let me get up in camera. Now, I did not set this foundation with any powders. I do not set any of my foundations with powders. Powders are not good for us with dry skin. Putting additional powder, setting our foundations, what are we setting it for if we have dry skin? It's for jokes. We don't own a powder. Somebody has asked me before, what's the best powder for dry skin? I do not know, because I do not need a powder whatsoever. But this foundation, this is how it's looking after 9 hours. I have to say, during the early time of the day, I was like, this foundation is really cakey. It's really just sitting on my face. It's really not going anywhere. Now, today was an actual hot one though. If this is a piece of cake I actually bought today, and it's, if you can't tell, you really can't, all the icing is melting because it was a scorcher today. Literally from the time I got the cake, brought it home, it has already melted. It has been a very warm day. This was not the day to wear my long sleeves top. I don't know why, but I was in for a hot one today. And this foundation actually broke through the mattness of it. Like, this foundation, when I first put it on, very matte. I knew I was going to come on here at the end of the day and be like, this foundation for us dry skin is going to be matte and last matte all day. After an hour, it started being a little radiant, not dewy. Now, it's hard for a foundation to get really dewy on my skin, especially if it's meant to be mattifying. It's hard to go from matte to kind of oily on my skin. It's almost impossible. For me though, it's not as matte. Now, in the wintertime months, when it's not as hot as it is now, I think it would have that same mattness throughout the day. It will never get to the level of radiancy that it is coming off as right now. But right now, it didn't break through this 90-degree weather. But for an oily skin person, I would have some reservations. Like, if I was oily and I put this foundation on, I might be a little scared, because if I'm dry and it had this effect on me, if I were oily, I could see this being an oily foundation on me. Now, this foundation claims to be best for oily, dry, combination, normal. It claims to be best for all. I hate that about foundations. I hate it saying that it's best for all when it cannot be. There has to be some people that it's not going to work well. I think the assumption is, can it be put on an oily face? Absolutely. You can physically put this foundation on an oily face. You can physically put this on a dry skin face. Will it suit you? And that's the question. Now, I think for us dry skin people, on a warm day, it's going to suit us well. On a winter day, it's going to be kind of cakey. But for an oily skin person, I think you put this foundation on during the summer months, it ain't holding up. It ain't holding up at all. You going to need a blot early into the day. You ain't gonna make it the 9 hours I made it. You probably gonna make it about 9 minutes, and it's gonna be a situation on your hands during the summertime months. Now, in the winter time, this may be a better foundation for an oily skin person. But again, look at me right now, and if you can see on camera, I don't know if it's picking through, but I got a little bit of radiancy going on. I shouldn't be having this with a fully matte foundation. Again, I'm in North Carolina. If you are a Floridian with oily skin, no. Put this foundation away. Don't even reach for this foundation. This does not need to be in your arsenal. But overall, my recommendation for this foundation, would I suggest it? Now, for me, full coverage, again, my top three I go up for Urban Decay All Nighter, Becca Ultimate Coverage, and Revlon Colorstay. Does this compete in that realm? I definitely say it competes. I definitely will reuse this foundation. I think it can stay in the ranks of it. But if you already have a full coverage foundation out there that you love, I don't say you need to run out and buy this. I do not think this is something that you have to have. I'm not the content creator out here who's reviewing all the foundations out here and telling you, you have to go get this, you have to go get this, you have to spend your money. Spend your money on this. Foundations are going to come out once a month. 3 new foundations are going to come out once a month. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There's not much that you can do new to change it. It's a business model. It's a business ploy. The big brands want to make money. Once you own a foundation, you're not buying another foundation. They need you buying more of their products, so they're going to make new products come out. They're going to make a new formulation. They're going to make something change. They're going to claim it's 24 hours. Next thing you know, it'll be 36 hours. They're just going to make more claims and make you want to spend more money because you're not spending money. Once you have the Urban Decay All Nighter and you maybe don't use that every day, you're with that foundation for a whole year. They need you to buy something else in that year. Once you buy a palette, that's why palettes come out all the time. You own the palette. I have the Jackie Aina palette. Now Anastasia's going to have to come out with something else because I'm not buying more palettes from them right now. I have a good palette. 3 months from now, they're coming out with another palette. So in the grand scheme of things, do you need to run out and go buy this foundation? No. If you don't have any full coverage foundation in your collection and you're looking to stay under 40, I think this is a good option. For me, every day, which foundation would I pick up between the two, the Smashbox Studio Skin Hydrating Foundation or this one? I'm gonna pick up the Hydrating Foundation. I'm dry, hydrating. It's 15 hours. I'm not wearing my foundation for 24 hours. I don't care if it says 8 hours, 9 hours. That's about the time I'm wearing my foundation. This is my better option. So again, you don't need to run out and go buy this foundation. I think you will be okay if you do not have Smashbox full coverage in your foundation collection. But you guys be the judge down below. Sound off. What do you think of this foundation? Have you actually tried it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What else do you want to see from me on this channel? What do you want to see reviewed? I might have it coming up soon. I do have another Sephora bag right here, so another foundation review will be coming out soon. What else do you want to see from me? Let me know down below in the comment section. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't enjoy it. We want all the love and support over here on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss any of this good content. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89, so again, you don't miss out on any of my shenanigans in real time. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.